Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I did this nice makeup look for you guys. Clearly this doesn't really look natural to some of you guys, but to me this is natural. This is how I like to wear my makeup every day, if I could wear makeup every day, because some days I know I like to let my face breathe and not wear makeup at all. But this is just how I would wear my makeup to either school, to work, to chill with my friends, basically on a regular basis. I never like to wear false lashes when I do an everyday look for myself, basically because I have naturally long lashes and I don't feel like I need to wear false lashes. I either wear a nude lip like this or I will switch to a gloss, whichever preference. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I do this simple, not too dramatic, fancy, poppin', wearable, everyday type look, then please keep on watching. So the palette that we're going to be using today is from BhCosmetics, and it's the ItsMyRayeRaye palette. It looks like this. This is gonna be my first time using it, and it's like a trifold. So you open it up like this, and you have your mirror, you have the shadows of course, and then you have your highlight and your contours. And since we're going for a natural look, I always like to use nude shades. And this palette has some nice nude shades. I don't know if you can see it, but it has some like right here, and it has some pop of color. But the nude shades are the shades that I kind of want to try to use. And I haven't used this palette. This is my first time using it. I did kind of like swatch it, so it kind of looks like I touched it. But I just swatched it to see how like the pigment is. So the first shade that I'm going to be using as my transition shade is this shade right here. It's called Nudist, and I'm just gonna put that on my eye. It has like a lot of like fallout, but you know, we're gonna work with that. I'm gonna put that onto the lid as my transition shade. And the brush that I'm using is the BhCosmetics Studio Pro No. 5 brush. The next shade that I want to jump in and use, which has some color, it's this shade right here. It's called Spice, and I want to put that into the crease just to give it some color. And the thing about me is that when I do like natural looks, like everyday type of natural look, I love nude colors. And I don't care if it's like a smoky type of nude, because sometimes I like to like drag it underneath my lash line and it kind of looks dramatic. But to me it's still natural. Like to me it's just how I like to do my eyeshadow, because I don't like having a plain eyelid. I'm the person that when I'm talking to you, I want you to look at my eyes. I want you to look at how my makeup looks. Like, that's where all the attention and all the focus is on when you're doing your makeup, is your eyes. The next shade that I'm going to be using is this one, and it's called Mousse. And I didn't mention the brush that I was using. I'm using the ItsMyRayeRaye brush from BhCosmetics, and it's the No. 6 brush. Just focusing it onto the crease. So the next and last shade that I want to use in my crease is this one right here, and it's called Control Freak. I'm going to take the first shade that we used as our transition shade, which was this one called Nudist, and I'm just going to put that underneath my brow bone. And the brush that I use was the No. 7 brush from the ItsMyRayeRaye collection. Now going back with the No. 6 brush that we used to apply the crease shade, I'm just going to take whatever is left on it without going back into the palette, and I'm going to just blend everything. Now I'm going to take this shade right here called Fairy Tale, and I'm going to put that on my lid using the No. 8 brush. Since I have hooded eyes, this is a tip, like if you have hooded eyes as well, whenever you're applying a shimmer shade to your lid, always drag up the shimmer shade at least a little bit over where your eye crease is. So when you're looking down or when you're looking up, you can still see the shimmer, because if you just put it on your lid and underneath that little line where it creases and you're looking up, nobody's gonna see the shimmer shade. Like, you could see it here a little bit, but you're not gonna like see the depth of it. So I always drag it up so that it's noticeable, because I don't have a deep crease on my lid and my eyes are hooded, so yeah. Moving on to the face, I'm going to be using the NYX Angel Veil Primer to prime my face. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage foundation, and I'm going to be mixing the shades 220 and 310 on my face. So I did 1 pump of each shade and I'm going to mix it, and I'm dotting it on my face. And I'm using the Real Technique sponge to blend it all out, since I didn't mention it as soon as I started blending. Sorry about that. For concealer, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige. And I'm going to blend it all out with the Real Technique sponge. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the Mercier translucent powder, and the brush that I'm going to use is the number 3 brush. Now I'm going to be using the number 1 brush, which is a powder brush, and use the rest of the setting powder to set the rest of my face. Now I'm going to powder contour, and I'm going to go back into the palette and take this shade right here called Mocha, using the number 3 brush again. Now going back into the palette, I'm going to take this color right here called Chai, using the number 4 brush. I'm going to put that underneath my contour to just clean it up a little bit. And I'm going to take the number 1 brush and just blend it out. Blush, I'm going to be using the BhCosmetics Professional Blush Palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here using the number 2 brush. Now moving back to the eyes, I'm going to be taking the same shadows that we put into our crease and apply that underneath my lower lash line using the number 7 brush. highlight, I'm taking this shade right here called Moonlight, using the number 5 brush. Oh, this looks so nice. This is really such a pretty highlight. Oh my god. Put some underneath my brow bone. For mascara, I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Carbon Black mascara and put this on my lashes. For lips, I'm going to be taking the Tarte lip tint in the shade Rain, and it's the little mini one because I got it in a set with a bunch of other colors. And now that we're done, I'm just going to set my face with some e.l.f. setting spray. So this is the finished look. I kind of fixed my hair just to give a little bit more volume. I hope you guys really liked it and enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you really liked it. Comment if you want to see more looks similar to this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later in my next video. Bye.